Oh my goodness. Hello, it is Riverbend Reba, aka Rebecca Halliday from Riverbend School. My website is readingrebels.com, and I am here with our very first foundational lesson that you will need in your journey to becoming a fantastic reader. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you're not quite where you need to be with your reading yet, don't worry. I'm gonna get you there, but I need you to give me all of your hard work. So for example, if I were to become a bodybuilder, I couldn't just sit on the couch and say, I wanna be a bodybuilder, I wanna get strong, I'm gonna grow my muscles, and I'm just gonna sit on the couch and eat chips. I would need to lift weights. I would need to curl some iron, and I would need to do some sit-ups. And then eventually over time, my muscles would build and grow, wouldn't they? But if I just sit there and don't do anything, I'm not gonna make any progress. So I need you to do the same thing. I need you to work every day on your word lists and your decodable passages and all the things that mom and dad or your helper at home is going to get ready for you, and just follow along. And you know what? This journey is a big deal. It's a lot of hard work. I get it. But if you pause the video and rewind and make sure you are rested and have a snack before you start our sessions, I promise you, you will see some great results, okay? So I need you to put in the hard work, and I will guide you along the way. Okay, so today we are going to learn some really important terms and words and ideas that we will come back to all the time during our reading sessions together. So hopefully mom, dad, or helper has gotten you a little basket of goodies for your sessions. If not, talk to mom or dad or your helper about it, about all the things you need in your basket. And so when you come and you arrive for our classes, you've got your basket full of things, which are going to be a whiteboard and a pencil or an erasable pen, and your magnetic letters and your little chips. If you don't have those things yet, tell mom and dad to go to the website to have a video that shows all the things you'll need in your special basket for coming to reading tutoring every time you put on the video on your iPad or the TV or whatever it is. So let's dive right in and learn some important tools, because I am so pumped to be your coach and your guide and your hopefully a bit of inspiration along this journey, because it will be worth it. Mwah. I'm super glad you're here. Let's get started. Number one, the first thing that we need to understand is that there are letters in the alphabet that all have names and make sounds. Names and sounds. So, do you know how many letters there are in the alphabet? There are 26 letters in the alphabet. Oh my goodness. All those letters have names, such as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, or Z, whichever you choose. However, those letters all have different sounds. Some only make one sound, some make two sounds, some make three sounds. Together, all of the letters in the alphabet can make up to 44 sounds, and we are going to learn those sounds together. But the first term I want you to learn today is a term called consonants. Say it with me. Consonants. 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 It has 3 syllables, which is a term we will learn in a little bit. So consonants is the first term we are learning, and consonants really means all the letters in the alphabet that are not vowels. B, C, D, F, G. I could go on. Consonants are, so say it with me. Oh, here's something you need to know. When I say mirrors on, so I go like this, mirrors on. You put your mirrors on at home, and that means you say exactly what I say. Even if I say toots and burps, you have to say it. So let's do it together. Toots, burps. Did you say it? You're allowed. Ha ha ha. Okay, but really, mirrors on. And then you say mirrors on, and you repeat what I say. Mirrors on. Consonants are all the letters in the alphabet that are not vowels. Mirrors off. And when I say mirrors off, you stop saying what I say. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to think about, okay, if I have a bunch of letters that are consonants, what's left? These are the most special, precious letters in the world. They are called, are you ready? Vowels. Vowels. I'm sure you've heard of them. Do you know their names? A, E, I, O, U. And as every kid will always tell me, and sometimes Y. But that is a term we will learn much later on, so don't even worry about when Y is a vowel. Yeah, 5 vowels, you guys, and you can carry them around in your hand. Think of it this way, A, E, I, O, U. Those are the 5 special letters. No word in the English language can exist without a vowel. Isn't that crazy? So we need to learn these 5 vowels really well, and we need to start by learning the short vowel sounds. So that brings me to my next lesson, which we will get into in 1 second, short vowel sounds. So far we have learned that there are 26 letters, some of them are consonants, and the rest of them are vowels. The 5 that are left are vowels. Okay, let's get into our next skill, which is short vowels. Right now, I am going to teach you the 5 short vowel sounds. They also have special movements that go with them to remind you of what the sound says. So the first one we're going to work on right now is short A says ah. And the motion that we do with ah is ah for apple. Ah for apple. Okay, but we just say ah, we don't say apple. The next one is short E. Short E says and that's my little elephant trunk. So when you see me doing this motion, you're gonna say and I want you to say it loud. Say it with me really loud right now because it's fun. Okay, nice big open wide mouths. All right, the next one is short I. Short I says I'm so itchy, okay? Those are the first 3 that we've learned. The next one is short O says aw. And I want you to do this motion. Aw for an octopus. Except we don't say octopus. We drop the octopus and we just say aw. And the next one and last one is And we do this. For up. But we don't say up. We just say Okay, wonderful. So let's review. The short vowel sounds are Very good. Practice this video a lot. All right, next skill coming up is a big one, so stay tuned. Everybody was kung fu fighting. All right, we are going to become syllable ninjas, and we are going to chop, and we are going to cut our words into the next term we're going to learn, and I want you to say the proper term, syllables. Hiya! Mirrors on. Syllables are words or word parts that have one talking vowel. Mirrors off. What I mean by that is we want to chop our words up into their word parts or their beats. So many of you have learned this already. My name is Rebecca. So Rebecca. I've chopped it up into its parts. Badminton. Badminton. Okay? I'm going to teach you all about chopping up words into their syllable parts, but when I say divide this word into its parts, I'm really talking about chopping it into its syllables. Chop. The hills are alive with the sound of letters. Oh. Sounds. Okay, don't worry. I won't be singing like that very often, but sometimes. Okay, I'm not the best singer, but I do love it. All right, the next term we're going to learn is called phonemes or sounds. Letters together make many different sounds, and letters on their own. So for example, A says A, Letter A makes 3 sounds. So what I really want you to work on is understanding about sounds. So when I ask you to break a word down into its sounds, for example, cat has 3 sounds. K, a, t. All right, so when I say it's time in our ear warm-up, which we are going to do every lesson, is to say, chunk it up into its sounds. You are going to say each sound, the letter or letter teams can make, because that's the tricky part. Sometimes there are letters that all come together to make one sound. Like I-G-H says I. What? Don't worry. That's for another time. Okay? So we've learned letters, vowels, consonants, syllables, and now sounds. Are you ready for your next important term? I hope so. Do some stretches, move around, shake your body, get ready. Okay, gang, the last thing we're going to learn is so important, so let's do fancy pants mirrors on. British accents, rhyming. Cat, hat, mat, rat, sat, bat. What do those have in common? They all have the same ending sounds. That's right, words that rhyme have the same ending sounds. Mia's off. Okay, so when I ask you in our sessions if a word rhymes, you're gonna often give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And what I'm looking for, so mat, cat, hat, sat. The part that sounds the same is at. So it's the ending sounds. So we really want to pay attention to, does the ending consonant, is that the same? And the vowel before it, is that the same? So if it all has the same sound in the very end, that is a rhyming word, my friends. Words that rhyme have the same ending sounds. Fancy. We are going to do wonderful work here together. That is your foundational lesson. Those are the things you need to know and practice all the time. Let's get ready for our reading journey with whatever lesson you are going to choose from the video library. I can't wait. Let's do this. You're going to be awesome. You're going to rock it. I want you to put your hand up and I want you to do this. I'm amazing. I am brilliant. I'm resilient. I am wonderful, and I can do this. Yeah, I like it. I'll see you in the next lesson.